Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we're doing tips and advice from your strong and blessed future self. Now with blessed, we're talking happiness, we're talking success and everything that comes with that. And so to do this beautiful reading that I'm very excited about personally, we are going to be picking 3 piles together. 1, 2, and I know it's this one, 3. All right, so for pile number 1, we have the box. For pile number 2, we have the Starborn. And for pile number 3, we have the heart. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these in right now. For pile number 1, you have the Tourmaline Quartz. For pile number 2, we have the green Aventurine. And for pile number 3, we have the Labradorite. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to. And that's probably the pile for you here today. If you feel drawn to more than one pile, or if you even feel drawn to all of the piles, trust your intuition, because it will always guide you to the right readings. You will get your message from your strong and blessed future self today. So tune in, take a look at the crystals and the cards and see which ones are really calling to you. And as usual, you'll find the timestamps, as I said, down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hey soul family, if you love the shuffling and the card picking process and you find it comforting as much as I do, I left this part specifically for you. I find that it's a really good exercise to shuffle and to pick the cards. It really gets us energetically into the reading. It prepares us for it. It's such a lovely process. And so because I value it so much, and I know that a lot of you as well value it, I left it there for all of us to enjoy. So also, if you're wondering about any of the decks that I use, I always leave their names down in the description box. All right, so now let's shuffle with intention and ask, can we kindly get tips and advice from the 3 piles strong and blessed future self, please? What do their future self want to come and tell them today? Their strong and blessed future self. What do they want to come and tell them today? 1, 2, and 3. Thank you very much. Let's now pick up our next oracle deck. And again, shuffle with intention. Ooh, this wanted to come out. So I'm going to take that 1, 2. And I feel like, let me pick up the deck. I feel like this is the one. Right. So now we have our oracle cards ready. It's now time for us to pick our tarot cards. And this will be the deck that we'll be using today. And again, let's shuffle with intention. Can we kindly get advice and tips from the 3 piles strong and blessed future self, please? So 1, 1, and 1. Right. We're going to be using 5 cards for each of the piles. So 2, 3, 4, and 5. Wonderful. I feel like the 5th needs an extra card. It slid off my hand, so I'm just going to respect that and leave it there. All right. Now, let's organize our piles. Let's take our first pile. So excited about this reading. I cannot even begin to tell you guys. All right. I wonder what your strong and future selves are coming to tell you today. I'm sure there's so much to learn. I love doing these types of readings for you. All right, so we have the box, and we have getting experience, from your future selves. Isn't this wonderful? All right, so we have the Tourmaline Quartz. Oh, let's keep it in the middle, actually. Yeah, that's a better idea. Okay, let's organize our second pile. Yeah, that's just right. Okay, how do we know? Okay, it's tricky with the circular deck. Okay, so we have pile 2 ready. With the green Aventurine. All right, now let's get ready for the 3rd pile. Yes, well, we do get the hang out of it after a while. All right, so we have the beautiful Labradorite, and I believe we are now ready. Let's turn it this way, yeah. We're now ready for the reading. Guys, thank you so much for sticking around. I always enjoy this time with you. Believe me, like I always say, I feel your energies, and it's such a pleasure being around beautiful souls like you guys. And I'll catch you in your reading. Hi, pile number 1. So you have chosen the beautiful Tourmaline Quartz. I love this stone, and it's such a powerful stone, by the way. We'll get to it in a second when we take a look at your reading. Let's put your crystal right there. And your main card, of course, oops, apologies, second pile. Your main card was the box. Let me adjust that. Yep, there we go. So let's now take a look at your cards and see exactly what your tips and advice, key pieces of advice is from your future self. You have the Mandrake, interesting. All right. And you have, you have the Black Egg. Okay, kind of looks like the Tourmaline Quartz, kind of, right? All right, so it looks like an egg with patterns here. All right, so this is a spiritual animal. This is an animal deck, right? Now, let's take a look at your tarot cards. So, you have the 10 of Cups. Wow. Okay. It's a sign of rebirth here. Ooh, okay, so this wants to come out first, this second, third, and fourth. You have the 9 of Pentacles. I mean, what cards? 10 of Cups in conjunction with the 9 of Pentacles. You know, this combination is not the first time this happens in this channel. this month. If you've been following this month, I'm sure you've seen this combination. The 10 of Cups with the 9 of Cups, or the 10 of Pentacles with the 9 of Pentacles. Such strong cards. And if you've seen it along this month with me, this strong message is especially for you, pile number 1. All right. So, strong combination here has been popping up the whole month. All right. So, you have the 5 of Cups. What a sweet 5 of Cups, right? Oh, I'm seeing what this is about here. You have the Ace of Cups. So sweet. You must be a beautiful person inside out. Pile number 1. And you have, wow. No. Your message is super clear. I mean, you have the Ace of Wands. And I know we're talking about tips and advice from your future, strong and blessed future self. But first and foremost, may I tell you that your future self is telling you that the future is bright. You might feel like it's consolidated at the moment. You might feel like there's a lot of negativity, which we'll talk about here with the Tourmaline. You might feel with the 5 of Cups centering your reading that you're alone, you're desperate, you don't know what to do, of course, and that you wanted a little bit of kindness. And I see your future self, pile number 1, telling you you don't understand how amazing it is here in the future, how blessed I am. There's a new beginning for us coming soon. Oh, in fact, the egg is all about rebirth. And it's a spiritual rebirth. So you feel kind of confined at the moment with a lot of negativity surrounding you with the Tourmaline here. We'll talk about it. But hold on, because the future is unbelievable. There's a strong beginning for you, pile number 1. Now that we've had a good idea at the first layer, the first message that your future self, your strong and blessed future self wants to tell you, now let's take a look at the advice and the tips that they want to give you. Let me take a moment here to look at your cards. Isn't this shining brightly, right? My goodness. Your future is super bright, pile number 1. All right. So what do we see as tips and advice for you? So I'm seeing your future self speaking about... Okay, let me first take it little by little. So let me first show you the Mandrake card here. They say that the roots of the Mandrake looks like a human being. Do you see that? That's why it's drawn here this way. And so what I'm seeing here, especially with the egg in conjunction to the Mandrake here, I'm seeing that your future self is telling you that because of all the growth that you're making now underground, it may not be seen. You may be putting in so much effort to take yourself out of the restrictions or out of the tough times that you're in, the difficult times where you sometimes feel like, see, because of this box, you feel like no matter how many steps you take to come out of the box, you're still confined in another and another and another. And it seems like it's not happening. You're not able to clear this negativity out of your life. And this is confirmed by the Tourmaline Quartz that I keep referring to. Now it's time for me to tell you. As you may know, the Tourmaline is very strong. It's a very powerful crystal in helping us clear the negativity in our aura. Very strong a stone to do that. And having it confined within the quartz always magnifies energy. And this is why it's one of the most powerful stones to clear out the negativity in our aura. And this is why maybe you want to be interested in carrying it around. It's so powerful, you cannot imagine. It's a beautiful stone. Holding it, you will feel its power, but you won't believe it if I tell you, pile number 1, when I hold it, I feel like my body actually gets warmer. I cannot begin to tell you how powerful I feel with this stone. So maybe you want to try it out. Or maybe you already have one. Carry it around with you these days. And so it's like we said, we're talking about clearing out the negativity that seems to be really stuck, making you feel stuck at the moment in your life, pile number 1. And so what I'm seeing your future self giving you the advice of, to continue doing what you're doing. Your future self is telling you, I'm strong today. I'm happy today. I'm where I am at. I'm this amazing person today because of all the efforts that you are putting in today. Now we're talking about the real today. Pile number 1. It's really telling you you're on the right path. You're doing the right thing. Its advice to you is to continue to hold on, to continue to do and not give up, because the future is wonderful. And it's actually coming here to thank you so much for taking care of you and for putting in this amount of work, even though it seems very difficult, very difficult. You've had it very tough. Pile number 1, you felt stuck for a long time, and this rebirth doesn't seem to be happening. And although it may look like it's not happening, deep down there are many changes that are happening within you, within energetically, within the way you think, the way you're healing. There's so many powerful things that are happening underground, just like we're seeing with the mandrake here. And later on, the fruits of your labor will blossom. It's taking time, especially with the mandrake. It's a plant that's been respected for thousands of years, and it takes around 3 years to blossom. So I do see time. It keeps being repeated here. It's like you try so hard and it doesn't seem to be ending. It seems to be taking long. But remember, this is a spiritual rebirth for you. And on the other side, I promise you, pile number 1, as per the cards, I promise you that it's going to be the other way around. See how I put the cards the other way around? That your situation will shift magnificently. You will see, pile number 1. And what it's looking like for you in the future is a lot of happiness. You have the 9 of Pentacles. This is a dream come true. Your dream coming true. You rising above the water and living your dream. There's a confirmation here from your future self that there is a new beginning happening for you. And your advice at the moment is to know that there is light at the end of the tunnel and to keep holding on. You may not see differences happening on the outside, but your future self is promising you that there are a lot of things that are happening on the inside that you're not seeing, just like a plant. And it's going to be sprouting for you in the near future. You will be coming out of this and you will be living a totally different life here. Pile number 1. So keep holding on is the first advice that I see from your strong and blessed future self. And perhaps we're not seeing so much advices because you're working so hard. It seems you're already on the right track. And what you need as advice is to keep holding on, to continue doing what you're doing until the rebirth happens. Pile number 1. And in fact, as we said that, I don't know if you heard it or not, a door just opened on the outside. And so you can really see the symbolism of doors opening up, rebirth, sprouting. It's happening soon in the future. Oh, okay, great. Now I'm going to get more tips and advice from your strong and blessed future self. Pile number 1. It's so sweet how your future self is so proud of you and feels like they are today who they are because of what you're doing now. Isn't this sweet? Do you see their message of coming to hold you and saying, I know it was so hard only on you, only us, only we know how hard it was. Hold on, it's going to happen. Isn't this sweet? All right. Such a sweet future self. The amount of pride that your future self has towards you is just phenomenal. All right, so let's take a look at your cards. Let's see this one first. So you have here the devil. Yes, very difficult times. Oh, do you hear the door? Unbelievable. So yes, very difficult times, obviously. Very, very difficult times at the moment. I'm sorry about that, pile number 1. I can see how frustrating and difficult this is, but this is showing me the same message here. Kind of having the illusion of being stuck when you're really not. It looks like it now, but you're really not stuck. Pile number 1. Continue to do what you're doing, and all of a sudden it'll crack open. In fact, with this pile, you see there's an egg cracking. You might want to check pile number 2. You shouldn't have touched it. Oh, okay. You might want to check pile number 2, or this could just simply be a message here for you that it's happening. All right. You have the 4 of Swords. Again, cleansing the negative energy. I see another message here. Okay. Thank you very much. You have the Ace of Pentacles. The amount of aces in your reading. Ace of Cups, Ace of Wands, Ace of Pentacles. You see, there is a strong promise that it's changing. There's a new beginning. You have the Magician. And you have... No, stop it. And you have the Ace of Swords. What are the odds? Oh, apologies. This is the Ace of Wands. Landing right under the Ace of Wands. You see the colors? No. This reading is super divinely guided. I really see your future self. They're here. They're telling you to hold on. You're not stuck. Pile number 1. Look. With the 4 of Swords here, we're looking at someone who's cleansing their energy and their eyes opening up because of this cleansing. And so with that, I do see your future self telling you that in order for you to be able to persevere, you may want to focus on cleansing your energy, energetic aura, cleansing your emotions as well. You've been taking it so hard on yourself, and sometimes the frustration may be hindering your full potential, your energy to go through this. And I see your future self telling you, see, there's someone in water here as well. Can you see that? Specifically tell you to take time to relax, to pamper yourself a little bit, to cleanse the energy, to feel good in the moment, to at least enjoy the moment a little bit. If you can have a salt bath, because this is coming very strong obviously here, then please do. It's very powerful, the salt baths. Did I say strong baths? I mean the salt baths. They're very effective in cleansing out your energy. Maybe you want to have Tourmaline quartz with you. If you don't have it, you can even meditate on the crystal. Imagine its power, imagine its energy. You cannot begin to realize the power of imagination and the power of visualization, pile number 1. And you have it here, the power of visualization right there, which is another message for you. So if you don't have the Tourmaline quartz at hand, you cannot get it at the moment, don't even worry about it. Take the time to visualize it, visualize yourself taking its beautiful healing powers, cleansing your aura with it. Imagine that it's right there, because it is. Right there, cleansing your aura. Feel the relaxation, feel the healing, enjoy it, feel like you're being hugged. And enjoy that moment. You can even listen to some music that makes you feel relaxed. You can go under the shower, it doesn't have to be a salt bath, and let the water cleanse you out while listening to soft music. You can meditate and listen to healing sounds and healing music. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to link a wonderful channel that does healing sounds. This channel is not relaxing, okay? It has sounds that but it has sounds that cleanse out the energy. It's so powerful. I tried it myself. I'm going to link it down in the description box. I found this channel through a wonderful Swedish girl, tarot reader here called Emerald Intuition. Very sweet girl. So I found this channel through her. I'll link the channel with the sounds down in the description box. You might want to use that to cleanse out the energy. It's very powerful. I promise you're gonna love this channel, or the sounds, the effect of the sound. May I warn you, it's not comfortable, but it's 10 minutes. Let it cleanse out the energy. Maybe you can use sage as well. All in all, by meditating, keeping your energy tranquil, keeping it down, will have a powerful effect in helping you continue, because sometimes it's the energy around us that makes it feel exactly like the box here. Like no matter how we try to get out, it's still stuck. So work on, not just work on the 3D, but also work on the energetic level by cleansing the energy surrounding you, making it more clear and easier for you to move forth at ease and with speed. Pile number 1. And do you see here with the Magician how someone's aura has been cleared, and now they're able to access the 3D. They're now able to get in touch with their magic, and energy is flowing through them. So pile number 1, please, I hope you please heed the call from your strong and blessed future self. They're telling you to hold on. They're so proud of you, and they're telling you to also work on your energy. It's going to be very beneficial for you in this stage of your life, and it's going to start. If I can begin to fathom the amount of aces in your reading, this is someone talking to us. This is someone telling you there's a new beginning. Pile number 1. You're even pile number 1. Unbelievable. You see the amount of ones? 1, 1, 1, 1, and you're pile number 1. You're divinely guided. It's going to happen. Your future is beautiful. Pile number 1. Hold on, my sweet, beautiful pile, and you will thank yourself, because yourself is already thanking you. So pile number 1, that was your reading. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it. It's small, straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it, and it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying it. If you're interested in that, you'll find a link to the book down in the description box. And pile number 1 is such a pleasure. Your future self is so magical. I was blown away by your reading, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hey, pile number 2. So you've chosen the beautiful green Aventurine, as well as the Starborn card. Interesting pile already. So now let's take a look at your cards and see what tips and advice are there from your strong and blessed future self. So you have Thistle. Interesting. Can you see it? Yes, you can. Okay. And you also have, ooh, Lizard. That's gonna be some strong advice here. Okay. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. So you have, wow, the World. Wow. You know what I heard instantly when I saw this card? She's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole world. And she's energy, of course. That's what hit my mind when I saw this card straight away. She's got the whole world in her hands. You have the Four of Wands. Wow, very powerful cards. You have the Page of Cups. And with Page and Starborn, the Egg, there's young energy here. There's with young energy, meaning there's something new happening that you will love. Let's get more information. You have the Knight of Pentacles. And you have, wow, the Empress. So the Empress is also about birth, fertility, birthing something into existence, holding a new world, holding something new, celebrating something new. It literally says the Starborn, and I'm kind of hearing the star is born. Especially with the green Aventurine, because the green Aventurine is also all about good luck and fortune. So as a first layer here, we can clearly see from your cards that, of course, your future self is coming here to tell you that they have the whole world in their hands. They're very happy. They're celebrating their lives. There's a new life that happened to you in the future. Yeah, that's the first layer here. Now let's take a look at your advice from your strong and blessed future self. What does it want to tell you exactly here? And we're not surprised here that you're doing wonderful in the future. You found this reading, you clicked on it. Your strong and blessed future self is coming here to tell you this message. You obviously going to have a beautiful future ahead. So your strong and blessed future self is coming here to tell you, first and foremost, like we said, that your future is bright, but is coming to give you the tip that you need now at the moment of your life to reach there quite soon. because we see the eggs cracking. So it's not something that you will see in the far future. This is something that is going to happen to you soon, pile number 2. Your future self is telling you you don't understand just how much you have to offer the world. Because with the thistle here, it might look all spiky, but it's an important food source to some birds and pollinators. And so you have an important role. You have something to give the world. Remember the song, she's got the whole world in her hands. She's got the whole world. It's like you have so much to give to the world, pile number 2. Especially that the lizard here is appearing in your reading. And the lizard is all about being a dreamer, having sixth sense. So you're skilled at something here. And this skill and this sense that you have is going to create a star out of you. It's going to bring you a lot of fortune. A lot of fortune. And so your advice from your future self is to get onto it, pile number 2. You do see with the Knight of Pentacles how serious this Knight of Pentacles is. They're taking notes, they're making plans, they're getting into it. And the Knight of Pentacles is a steadfast knight. So your future self is telling you, don't keep focusing on the end result and get frustrated. Let it go. It's going to happen more than you can imagine. There's a lot of stardom here. It's like you will really be known or something. It's like you will have, the world will be your oyster because she's in water here, you know? You're going to birth something big. And with the Page of Cups, the Knight of Pentacles, I'm seeing together a strong advice from your strong and blessed future self telling you, just start. Get into it, pile number 2. Work on it. Some of you can literally be writers as well. Start writing what you wanted to write. Maybe it doesn't have to be a book. Write your course that you have to write. Start making your plans and ticking them one day at a time. Tick, tick, tick. And soon, before you know it, you will be birthing something magnificent that you will be celebrating. It's going to make your life beautiful. You'll feel like you're living in heaven. Your future self is actually coming from that time. And I'm really feeling your future self is very soon. Yeah, because of the eggs cracking here. It's telling you it's right around the corner. It's not far off. And in order to experience it soon, you have to start soon. Pile number 2. In fact, the world is known to be an end of a cycle and the beginning of a new cycle. And so there is speed that in your reading, in your reading specifically, we can see speed. It's the first card popping up. And so just get onto it. Start making your initial plans. Start digging your passion. Let it come out. Explore it. And you will soon realize that you will surprise yourself with what you can do. You know, lizard is also creative energy, inspirational energy. It blends seamlessly with its environment. And so whatever you do is not going to seem rough. Even if you don't have that much experience yet, it seems like you will move seamlessly into this field or this project or whatever you're supposed to start with. It definitely has to do with your creativity here. Maybe it's even your studies. You'll find yourself flowing through it seamlessly. And on the other side comes out someone who seems to have the whole world in their hands. Pile number 2. You will be celebrating something very big. And it is soon. It's not far off. That's what your future self is here to tell you. Now that we've had an inspirational look at your future here, and the strong advice of just start. Don't be focused too much on the end result, but rather enjoy the process. Have fun with it. Enjoy the creativity. Enjoy what you're doing because you're so good at it. You're bringing something very creative and very nice into the world. Let it out. Work on it. Be excited like a child again playing with their toy. Get into the flow of enjoying that creative process. Forget the end result for now because it's definitely happening. That's what your future self is here telling you. It happened. It's wonderful. We have the world in our hands. We're celebrating this success. And so by tuning into your creativity, which is coming very strong in your reading, you will be birthing out something. Yeah, because don't forget, the Empress is also all about creativity, creative energy. You'll be birthing out something that will not only be super enjoyable to you, but will benefit people. Pile number 2. I'm going to be picking out another deck here, and I will be getting more advice from your future self about this creative endeavor here. What is this creative endeavor in specific, please? And what is your advice and tips for pile number 2, please? And I feel this one as well. And it's so creative, pile number 2. It's so wonderful, pile number 2, that you have such creative powers that can get you a lot of fortune in the future. It says the Starborn, you know, it's going to create something big for you, and to be able to have this creativity to help others with it is just magnificent. So please heed the call, pile number 2. I really hope you get onto it just like your future self is telling you here, so you can finally birth it. You have the Muse of Emotions, which is the King of Cups. Interesting, King of Cups. Okay, let's keep it here for now. You have the Chariot. Keep it moving. Do you see how many horses there? Get in touch with your passion, pile number 2, and just get it moving, and you will realize that you have more than the resources and the power that you think to move it very quickly for you. There's speed. Keep telling you, there's speed in your reading. It's going to happen quickly. Just start. Take the first steps. Just continue to work on it. You have the 8 of Wands. What did we say about speed? Unbelievable. It's happening very quickly for you. It's going to happen very quickly. We've noticed speed from the very beginning of your reading. So, yes, the message is clear. Pile number 2, your strong and blessed future self is telling you, please get to it. You won't believe it. You won't believe how quickly this is going to happen for you. Or continue to do what you're doing if you've already started. You have the Justice card, again showing a rebirth of another face. And with face, I heard it phase, the rebirth of a new phase in your life. A rebirth of a new you, a star being born from you. What are you up to? Pile number 2. What are you up to here? And you, wow. Now I'm really sure this is about popularity. Yes, being globally popular? Wow. You have the 6 of Wands, and that's all about success, victory, popularity. You're going to be some sort of star, pile number 2. Wow! Yes, a new Starborn is emerging. I mean, the cards couldn't have depicted it this way in different decks. Doesn't that blow your mind too? How the same message could be clearly depicted with different cards, different decks, showing you that soon you'll be drinking from the same cup of love that you put into the world. Yes, drinking from the same cup of love that you gave to the world. You give your love to the world, and it will give you its love back. Oh, pile number 2, love you so much. I wish you all the best of luck with this endeavor. I hope you heed the call, my dear pile number 2. All the best of luck and fortune to you. And that was your reading, pile number 2. I hope you've enjoyed it, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell, and don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might need it in this beautiful phase of yours. It is small, it's straight to the point, and so you won't procrastinate on reading it, and it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying it. If you're interested in that, you'll find a link to that book down in the description box. And pile number 2, I wish you all the best of luck, virtual hug. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. So you have chosen the beautiful Labradorite. Isn't it magical? I just love this stone. Oh, magical indeed. Okay, wonderful choice. So you've chosen the Labradorite. You also chose the heart. I feel like this is going to be a very interesting reading. All right. So you have the heart there. What else do you have? Pile number 3. Ooh, you have the birch. Okay. So this is looking like spring energy, because the Celtics, they used to celebrate the birch in the spring. So we're seeing kind of spring energy here. Okay. Wow. You have the whale. You must be a highly spiritual person. Pile number 3. I knew this was going to be a unique pile here. Okay. Now let's take a look at your tarot cards. You have the 2 of Wands. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. You have the 3 of Pentacles. Okay. You have the 9 of Wands. The 4 of Cups. And I know there was an extra card in this reading from when I was preparing it. Let's keep it here for the moment. We're talking here, seeing the heart, the Labradorite, the whale, and also with the birch. We're talking here about personal power in this pile. So your strong and blessed future self seems to be someone who's very independent, and with the 9 of Wands, very strong. With the 3 of Pentacles, someone who's proactive and cooperative with other people. So we see a character here in the future that's strong, independent, socially active. And that's the side of them that they're coming to advise you with. Pile number 3. So what I'm seeing here is that you are someone who is very wise. With the whale, you have ancient wisdom. You have profound peace. Someone who's overcome many challenges in their lives. And the experiences that they've gone through has enriched them. It's created strength and depth that is quite rare. Also stability. And so you're in a phase of your life, pile number 3, where you are greatly growing. You're growing into that strong, confident, independent, socially active person. That's what's coming along here for you. You're growing into that person. And so we're seeing the 2 of Wands as well as the 2 of Cups here, which greatly shows me hesitation energy. Yeah, hesitation when there is eruption, hesitation when there's conflict, hesitation perhaps out of worry. With the 4 of Cups, hesitation also due to maybe rejection, not being wanted, or thinking that you're not wanted sometimes. With the 4 of Cups here, hesitation out of fear. It's not that you're not wanted, you are. You see here, you really are loved and wanted, but there is this misconception of maybe your mind playing games with you sometimes, convincing you that you're not. And so, yeah, you operate from the heart. You're a very beautiful person, pile number 3. And it's your heart that sometimes stops you. It's a double-edged sword, a double-edged tool here. It makes you this beautiful person that you are, and sometimes there's a lot of empathy that stops you from doing strong things. You have the will. That's a lot of strength, rare strength, mind you. Your future self has gotten in touch with your strength. It's a free soul, a free, confident soul. And the advice that I'm seeing from your future self, from the birch tree here, is to let go of the thoughts that hinder you. There are unconscious thoughts and ideas that hinder you from accessing your power. Because the birch, there's spring energy because the leaves come in the spring. But the Celtics in Yule, the winter, they take out the birch log and they clear out the negative energy from their homes, clearing out the energy for the spring, taking out the negativity. And I'm seeing here your future self clearly telling you, do you see how the trees here have a lot of eyes? All eyes on you, pile number 3. With the trees as well, family. Maybe you have a lot of family that have their eyes on you. You have a lot of people that have their eyes on you. They might have kept you stuck for a while, but they have their eyes on you. And I see, your future self telling you that what is left for you to access your magnificent power is for you to clear out the thoughts that hinder you. I'm going to pull out your deck, and I'm going to see exactly what are the types of thoughts that hinder you, pile number 3, and we're going to take a look at how to navigate through them together. Okay. So what is this? Maybe this is going to give us an idea. What are these thoughts, please, that hinder pile number 3? The Chariot. Let me think about this. The Chariot. So the first clue that I have here is that these thoughts are very quick. They probably happened from pains in the past, and they come out very quickly. They don't allow you the time to think about things clearly, to see how irrational it could be sometimes. So our first clue is that it's just proactive. It happens straight away. Very good. Okay, I'm going to take out your tarot cards, pile number 3, and get more information about what these ideas that happen quickly here are, that cut out, you see? Cut out, just like the ribbons here, that your access to your internal power. So can we kindly get information on exactly what type of thoughts these are, please? What type of thoughts are these for pile number 3, please? What types of thoughts are these, please? You have the Knight of Cups. Okay. It's a lot of movement. You have the Horse here twice. A lot of quick energy. All right, so you have the Knight of Cups. You have Temperance. Okay. We'll find out together. You have the 5 of Swords. I see. Wow, I love this deck. Okay, you have the King of Cups, which is the Muse of emotions here. Okay. And you have the Ace of Cups. Certainly a lot of cups here. Okay, so the question is, what are these thoughts? All right, these thoughts are quick and they come from fear, pile number 3. These thoughts that you have quickly take you on a downward spiral because you're afraid. And you see the horses running in water here. They get you drowned in emotions. And when that happens, you are split from reality. At that moment, when fears takes control over you, your reality is instantly split. Do you see how your cards confirm that with Temperance? There's reality and you split from reality. There is reality and you start seeing yourself in another way from reality. You start splitting. You are one and you start splitting into another person, seeing yourself as something else than what you really are. Again, this idea of you splitting. Do you see that? You start splitting from reality and you start seeing things from another perspective that no one is seeing here but you. And so your brain might be playing tricks on you, telling you, oh, they see this, they see that. They don't want to respect you maybe, or they want to create a fight with you. Whatever types of fears are created especially that I'm seeing with the Three of Pentacles here, there's a lot of you becoming more a person who collaborates easily with others, who's independent, meaning that you're not depending on others for love, confidence, which means that you've overcome your fears. And so these thoughts are thoughts that with the neurological pathways here, we're seeing these are thoughts, maybe due to family. That's why we're seeing family here, due to past pains from family or past pains from friends, and maybe pains from the past that have become the habitual way of thinking. And whenever it's triggered, it brings you quickly on a downward spiral. You get all emotional and you start separating reality from what your mind is telling you now. You even see the faces being split, the right and the left hemisphere. One eyebrow looks one certain way and the other. It's like there's a lot of splitting where you cannot see the reality from the truth, the reality from the lies resulting from the fear anymore. Despite the fact that you are a very old soul, very wise, someone who possesses strong power, there's no question about that. And so what I'm seeing in this card is meditation. Meditation is reminding me of calming your emotions down. And by the way, you have it in your hands to do it. I keep mentioning this book. You probably heard it a million times. I won't say it again. Dr. Caroline Leaf was a neuroscientist. That's her concept. You are fully capable of taking command of your emotions. When you start experiencing these fears and start to worry about what other people think, how you appear, or what other people are going to do, yada, 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 yada. Now it's the time to say, no, I'm not going to take these thoughts. I'm in control and I'm going to be in control of my thoughts. I'm not allowing these types of thoughts in my life. You calm down and you push it away. It's going to be like your polyphenols, because olives, they remind me of polyphenols. They're one of the few new fruits or left in the world, one of the few that has a lot of polyphenols, giving us life, rejuvenation, power, energy. And so controlling your emotions, controlling these ideas when they hit you, you push them, you refuse them, will give you the polyphenols needed to have the energy to face any situation. And so the key is to notice, oh, I'm going on the spiral. No. I'm not accepting this spiral. I'm not going to allow it to happen to me. I'm in control. I realize that these are all lies. I realize that these ideas that my brain is feeding me now about what others are thinking or what they're going to do or how I look like, whatever it is, idea that hit your mind at the moment that is taking you from reality is not the truth. You realizing this, diagnosing it, is half the problem solved. The other half has to do with you pushing it away, not accepting it. Not accepting emotions, certain emotions, is a power that you have that shifts the way your mind functions. It's a strong tool that shifts the neurological pathways in our brains, pushing these thoughts out and creating new habits of thinking and triggering emotions in our system. And this will be your polyphenol, my dear pile number 3. This will be your polyphenol. Don't allow it, ever. You are in control. Don't allow it. Push it out so that you don't get into this downward spiral. And instead of being phasing out from your reality, whoop, you have the Ace of Cups here showing you you're back grounded, and you're now in command of your emotions. You're now letting your strong emotions be your strength and not letting it be your weakness. Because now, when you're in control of your emotions, it becomes your power, not your weakness anymore. And this way, you take out the emotional triggers that cause the hesitation and the fears here, allowing you to access, my dear pile number 3, your old, wise power. You're an old soul. You've already gained power over perhaps thousands of lifetimes. You have so much inner knowing within you when it comes to power, you would not imagine until you get in touch with that. And the only way to get in touch with it is to not allow your 3D brain to get, to hinder that process, to protect yourself from these emotions, which is what the Labradorite does. Magical stone, isn't it? So protect yourself by not allowing it at all to continue to trigger you. I mean, if it triggers you, that's normal. Now you've realized it, push it away. This way you access your internal power, which will really surprise you, pile number 3. And before you know it, very soon, you will be that future self that is here coming to talk to us, telling us about what a strong, independent, and confident person you are going to be. Pile number 3. All the best of luck with that, with every bit of my heart. May you be your polyphenol and claim that old, wise, ancient power and wisdom very soon. Pile number 3. Pile number 3, it was such a pleasure and an honor doing this reading for you. Thank you for giving me the chance and the opportunity to do it for you. It was such a pleasure relaying this information for you. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. Don't forget to click on your notification bell. And don't forget to check out my productivity book. You might be interested in it. It is small, straight to the point, so you won't procrastinate on reading it. And it has all the key advice and secrets to becoming a productive person right away, all while enjoying it. So if you're interested in that, you might want to check it out. It's down in the description box. Pile number 3, it was such a pleasure. Thank you, and I'll catch you in the next reading.